Stick this up. There we go. Well, hello there, and welcome to Snooze Button, channel where I'm going to be playing some games, just speaking nice and softly, and hopefully trying to keep the loud noises to a minimum, so that you got a little background noise while you do your chores or try to sleep. And today we're going to be playing Whiskerwood, which is a little
Paying taxes to the
game
crown
about
is your primary
building a little
responsibility.
mouse colony.
Most colonies pay their
And the idea is literally you manage your resources, you grow your colony, and you've got to try and keep your pesky kind of cat overlords at bay. The island has already started a little bit. Just landed this big old island. And I just set up my mining camps. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just dig away the land and expand ourselves a little bit into the hillside, as well as we've got a forager here who's picking up the berries. So I'm just going to fast forward through the night. It does have a day-night cycle, and we know how much, as gamers, we really appreciate and adore a day-night cycle in a game. It is not something that I can turn off, at least not without mods, and I don't really want to use mods here. There's no necessary rhyme for it. We just power through and we just crack on with it. At the end of each day, we get a little scoreboard, and we've got to try and balance our positive thoughts against our negative thoughts. In doing so, gives us this approval, these little scrolls things, and they're almost like a currency to some degree. When we get a little ship turns up over here, we've got a Whiskers ship. When a Whiskers ship turns up, we need an approval rating so that we're able to get more mice. That's the only way that we can grow our colony in terms of numbers. We can't breed, so we have to import more, and we've just got to get everything right there in order to do that. So that's what we're going to try to do, is just keep growing a colony, really. Become very sort of self-sufficient, shall we say, and just hope for the best. And at the minute, I've got 2 workers in everything. Oh, that's a lie. I've got 1 worker in that mine, 2 workers in that mine, just so that they can kind of break into this hillside as much as we can. On this side, because the dirt is pretty dry, whereas this side, we've got the grasslands. The grasslands are going to be fertile soil, so they're going to be good for growing. When we get into getting a farm down, that'll be really handy for us. I want to push this section back and just mine away here, in the hope that we can start to open the land up a little bit and actually be able to have somewhat of a flat ground that we can then look to build on and build into. We get a supply ship turn up every so often, and in doing so it drops us some supplies, but it does bring a cost to it, which will increase our debt. In the top left corner, you will see what our debt is and how much we have due and how much we have in storage. So currently I don't have enough to pay the debt, but I hope that I'll be able to through various different resources that I collect. So this is both good and bad, because I need these resources to do the jobs that I need them to do, but I also use them to make some money so that I can actually keep the Whiskers, the cat overlords, quite happy. Just a case of being able to get there and do the thing, though. So in the short term, we're doing okay. In the long term, not so well just yet, but that's something that we worry about as we go through. So we'll try to do this thing usually on speed 2 or speed 3, just because it is, from my personal playstyle, which is just like I'm just your average Joe playing a game. I'm not very organized, shall we say. I don't have the most optimal way to play the game, but I play the game and I enjoy what I do. So I'm sometimes very slow, very clunky in progression in these sort of things, but try our best. We do what we can do. And yeah, we'll just keep on going and growing is the easiest way to word it. We are going to be soon to run out of warehouse space. We ideally need housing. Or potentially do, because I would imagine stone is something that you usually end up with an extreme abundance of. So we'll look to get a lot of stone houses down. They're not very exciting. They're actually quite boring for the mice themselves. They don't offer anything in terms of much comfort, but it is shelter. And because we end up with a lot of stone, it's probably a somewhat sensible way to go. And somewhat small houses, so we can build a few of them. And hopefully, remember this one. Here we go. We can just get enough of these little houses in areas that our mice can go to, and then everybody will have somewhere to sleep tonight. However, we need a builder, and how you get builders on this game is you just basically have to have somebody who is not assigned a workplace. Currently, I only have 6 mice, and everybody has a little workplace. So we will have to unassign somebody, and let's just unassign a forager. Got 40 food, so we're doing okay food-wise. We'll unassign that forager so that come daytime, he will be freed up to start building the houses and anything else that we currently need building, which ultimately isn't particularly anything right now, which is, that's fine. Pretty handy for us. These 3 is high priority. And then check the day ends. And we're doing okay. Ship them all out, and away they go. So today we've got the tax collector turning up and the whiskers ship, so we should get some more whiskers.
Your attention. Housing is not a luxury.
We also get these
already resorted.
quests. And the quest is just literally 5 houses. So while we've got the ability to build a few houses, I'm going to accept that quest because we'll get bonuses. Interestingly enough, I've set these 3 up here as high priority, but he started to work on this one down here. Don't understand it, go figure. This is our tax collector. As you can see, he requires payment, and all we have is logs and berries. The more we give him, the more rewards we get. If we give him 100%, we get a few extra bits. If we underpay him, you know, we kind of get a little bit of a negative reputation, and some stuff can go against us, but the more we pay, the better it is for us. I don't like to overpay, but in this instance, it's going to be handy. The better our relationship early on, it's almost like the more lenient they can be later on down the line. So as you see here, these are little prices of all the mices, and this is the only way that we can grow our colony. So ultimately I'll take what I can take and refuse what we can't. That means that we've got a few more available mice to do stuff. I'll also take the stow away from that one, which is going to be quite handy. I can fill this mining camp with actual mining mice. Do we have any more? No. And we can also fill the forager's place with forager and a woodcutter with another woodcutter. That'll give us 3 mice without jobs, so they'll get onto building. Currently have 9 mice without homes. And what, we got 5 homes going in? Not too bad. Ideally we'd like to research, but in order to research I need a school. And I also need to be able to produce planks. And currently, we don't have any industry for planks, but we can get one. I'm feeling. Gee, let's just put him up here, shall we? Tuck him way up there. So that's our
Other
quest
matters
complete.
demand your attention.
We'll get a couple of rewards for that. Jolly good. That's going to be helpful for sorting these things out. Trying to think where I can squeeze a couple more houses in. They do stack nicely, so maybe if I run one here and then two here, do a similar thing there almost. Yeah, then I can put two more on top of those. We've got plenty of stone. We've got 36 stone at the minute, and yes, each one of these is 3, but we're going to get an awful lot of stone just as we mine out all of this stuff, so it's not the end of the world for that. It'll be good for our warehouse management, actually. So, as long as we can get everybody somewhere to live, I think people will be quite happy with that. Berries are going in, and we need to think about where we're actually going to put some farms. Get this farm built here, and then that'll hopefully let us go up a few and down a few. So we've got an area that we can farm out. That'll be good. Yeah, nice little established environment so far. We usually go for the more luxurious house that we can build straight off the rip, but since stone is a very abundant resource, I thought about just running it stone houses. They're somewhat quick to build and they're easy enough to go up. They don't take an awful lot to go up. I thought it'd be somewhat sensible to do. Don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. People aren't too happy with the food that they've got though. That's okay. It is what it is. I'm looking for the school. I can't remember where it is. Ooh, let's get a fishing docks as well when we think about it. Fishing docks is a really, really handy thing for getting that excess food. We'll get that in there. Research, that's where the school. Research lab and school. Now I do need a very specific type of mouse to be able to be at the research thing. We don't have any, okay.
There have been reports of pirates' ransom demands in your part of the world. Under no circumstance.
So we'll try and somehow do that. Now the problem that we've got here is pirate ransom. Now pirate ransom, when I refuse, is going to get really uncool. Basically starting a fight with some bigger boys, and we currently don't really have anywhere to hide. So that's less than ideal. Another shipment ship turns up, we'll just grab the extra goodies that we need for that. Can't find any more materials. He needs everything. Ooh. So it is going to be logs that we are going to be short on. That does not surprise me, to be honest. So, got a farmer now. Let's get farming. So as you see, if we're going to grow berries, right, I'm going to go cotton. I'm going to grow, rather, cotton in this field. Because cotton is a good resource that our cat friends need. It's a good money maker. So, arguably, very important to have. So we'll have a little bit of cotton. And then we'll try and get some berries in. Berries, again, good food resource. Flax. Ooh, flax goes down again. So flax we'll try and put over here because flax is good for ropes and nets and stuff. Berries should be fine. Let's get some trees. Get some trees down here. I'm not saying that they're going to grow very well, but we'll try our best. I know that it's quite red. Land is very red down here. There we go. We're just trying to extend this field because of how I built it was pretty poor, to be fair. Oh, it is. Many individual fields, but what we're trying to do is build it as one field. There we go. So we can get him to remove some rocks as well. Hopefully make the land a little bit better. So that is going well there. These fellas. Anything in range? I don't actually think there's anything in range for them. We'll move that over here. They actually be able to get to there? Don't know. No, they'll get this flax. So we can remove this flax and then we can get onto the berry planting. At the same time, I was hoping that I had a spare farmer. I kind of have a spare farmer. So we'll put another farmer in here. Awesome, awesome. Our approval rating is as high as it goes. Jolly good. Sort all that out. Do we have anybody who can go somewhere for work? We do. Are we currently building anything? No. We are. We are building the fishing docks. But we only need one more log. Of which these guys are trying to get quite busy. That is fine. Just let them crack on and do what they need to do. We're making some good progress here with this mine actually, so very impressed. We can, again, ask them to dig out a little bit more. And then we've got another whiskey ship, so... we'll take them all. Yeah, makes sense. We'll take them all, so then a few more builders available and all this kind of stuff. So, what is next? Housing again. Housing again. Housing again. So, one more house in there. Were any of those mice educated? No, they were not. Although we do have a, whatever that is, like craftsman. Apprentice acquired. He's an apprentice, so that's what we need. We need the school after all. Research. School. What a school will let us do is be able to build... actually... no, we don't want that. Yeah, what a school will let us do is be able to educate our mice to the next level and so forth. So that whilst we only have one apprentice, we can get him to educate other mice so that more mice can become apprentices, which is handy for our industry. So we need to look at doing that, really. Do we have farmers? Yes, we have farmers. Oh, these boys have absolutely polished off this flax. Good job. Exactly what we wanted. Then what we can do is go to resource extraction, go to the farm tool, get berry, and we can pull out more berries. And I suppose, realistically, we kind of want to focus them on the berry tree. The berry bush, shall I say. There do be one mouse who doesn't have a house. Squeeze him in there, maybe? We can... a mouse house in here somewhere. So when we get back round the next day, we should be able to have everybody housed. Gonna farm early, get them growing cotton. There's 4 cotton available. I don't know if that's for the whole field. I never understand this. Is this for the whole field or if it's just for that one plot? Don't know. But either way, it is good for us. Hopefully that gets us somewhere, right? Day has ended. Olay. More approval. Ah. One guy slept outside. Plate raw food. Rough and stuffy is the housing. Low quality housing. We're not happy with it, but at the minute, it is what it is. We will try and research up a bit. I do need to research for that, and that I do need to get the school sort of finished. That does need planks. We've only got one guy in the plank place. But we can add one more in, at least. Supply ship again. Let's take this one this time. This comes with a few more planks as well, so that's going to help us build the rest of our stuff up. The only problem is, in doing so, it's more cost. So we have to be sort of careful in how much it's costing us to do that. Keep moving these backwards just so that they're closer to the resources that they're taking out. Those 13 planks disappeared really quickly. What am I doing with them? They actually did go in here, that's okay. Plank output is kind of slow though. And those berry bushes planted. Jobs are good, and we can go back in here again. Farm, get berries, and we can link all of these up. There we go. So now that is one field. Jobs are good, and that should output, you know, a fair amount of berries in all fairness. Just what the doctor ordered. I don't know why this cotton field bit hasn't actually turned to a cotton field, but don't worry about it, they'll sort it out, I'm sure. Yeah, that's nice enough. This middle ground is still an unknown. We don't know what to plant there just yet. Still struggling for the resources. Still grinding away. Another night rolls in. Still only have that one apprentice. Food is okay at the minute. 22 food though. So realistically, I will take that apprentice and put him in there. Just because we're going to be dropping food like a rock. And currently these berries are not ready by any sense. So we need to get them in a good position first and foremost. Also, we need to bring some stairs down here just to get these trees. Because otherwise, problems. Another day has ended. Let's power through. We have hit maximum approval again. We're doing alright. We are doing okay. Big old island. We need to look at trying to get to some of these other islands, really. Just not entirely sure how. Whether we build like a land bridge. Or whether we build the Rafty Port. I don't remember what it's called. This might be the island to go to next, because this has got rock salt. It's got any potash. Don't see any potash. This one. Oh, it's got iron ore and potash, so it might be this one. We need to pay our taxes though. So this is handy because we've got quite a bit of coal. Coal is very good. Trinkets don't really do anything for us, so we'll get rid of all of those. Flax, again, not great, but whilst we're not doing an awful lot with it, we can sell all that. We'll chuck a couple of logs on there as well. There we go. We'll spend all that up, so it's not cost us an awful lot of
You
stuff.
have been entrusted by your fellow Whiskers to lead their colony. This is the highest honor any Whisker can attain.
So, need to get the population of 21. I'm currently on 16. If I take all of these, I will get 21 and we'll get another craftsman. Andy, I will accept all because I can. Let's take that schematic, because that means I don't have to research it. Which is actually quite handy. And he's the right apprentice for the job. Tracking. So, in here, I need to fire him, but if I fire him, we're not going to have any food, so I'll fire him, put him in the school, and then we'll get a farmer, we'll get a chipper, and get one of those. So that's like a different guild's worth
You
of...
have been entrusted by your fellow Whiskers to lead their colony. This
Ooh, so that is to give me minus 144 off of my taxes. I don't know if I want to cash that in yet, whether I want to hold on to it. If I cash it in now, that could be very daft, whereas if I keep hold of it, potentially very sensible. Potentially. So the next set of houses that I can build as well also hold 2 Whiskers. So, just thinking, we can't afford it in terms of... Oh wow, it's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be as well. Okay. We'll put one there. Get ready for that. Yeah, we can't afford it in terms of resources at the moment. I can line things up ready to go. We'll need to also put a path here so that it acknowledges it is a path and not the roof of the school. Oh dear, our approval rating has been shot. That is a lot of disappointed people. But they are sleeping rough, so... In order to change that, we need to sort out our housing again. So this is probably why I avoid.
Please, may we have better housing? This new island was
Yeah, it's why I avoid building with stone at the best of times. But it's okay. So food is now shop. Ooh, and who we got here?
We are but humble
Pirates.
seafarers who haven't torn off the
Oh,
shackles
no.
of the kingdom. Find
This is the
ourselves
bad
in
thing.
great need. In past times of want, wise
Don't
and generous
actually
whisky
have
forays
enough.
have supplied us with everything they had.
I don't want to sell machinery.
Wow.
Wow.
Do it quickly. There's
They only
nothing
need
more detestable
89
than
coins,
dirty
but I don't
destruction
have. I'm going
than
to
a creative
refuse,
colony.
and this isn't good. Did anybody die? Did anybody die? Doesn't look like anybody died, so that's a win. It doesn't sound like it, but it is actually a win. 'Cause usually what ends up happening here is we lose an awful lot of mice. But the fact that didn't happen is absolutely fine. What else is building with the wreck? Don't know. Oh, this house here. And everything else hopefully is okay. There we go. The supply ship has turned up. Let's take the logs again. Not the logs, sorry, the planks. It's going to help us with a few things. The available mice to repair everything are absolutely crushing it. Good job. And planks inbound, 9 planks inbound. Okay. Potentially need to look at getting another woodcutter. Seems to be where it's at. And did they get educated in the end? They did. Look at this. So now we've got apprentices that fit the bill. And we've got people who are free and ready to also do the job. Nice. Then we've got the apprentice in here. Cool. And let's just say we'll go for another set. Go for a miner. No more of those. There we go. Super. Beautiful. Right, everybody should have a job now. Other than one guy who's out here building. So keep pushing these mines back. Approval rating is shot, so we can't get any more whiskers in. Any turn up, it's kind of hard luck. Everybody's hungry. These fishers need to do some work. They should be flying now, actually. So won't be too bad. Storage is looking okay. It's all down to the fact that we don't actually have any berries, and berries were doing the gods' work, shall we say. Ultimately, storage. It's not big storage. I'm going to put 4 storage up here. We'll turn it all off while they build them. And then once they're built, then we can look at what we can put in them. No resources in range. Right. So what we'll then do is also move him. Move him here. a set of stairs there, there, and down there. Hopefully they're able to get to these berries, which will give us a little bit of helpful berryness. Farming tool, berry, extend that field. Bosh. That's what we're talking about. So we are actually getting some berries as well. Nice. Oh, Nelly. Got his house for 2. It's a nice little house, actually. It's pretty quaint. Can do. I don't know if this lets me do this now. Thought there's a way that you could upgrade, but it's potentially going to only upgrade from one version of the same house. And if you've got space, obviously, but currently not something that we're looking at. And I've got logs, 27 logs. How much are these? 34. If I get 34 logs again, what I'll do is I'll kind of knock around with this stuff down here. See what we can come up with. I've got some ideas, but just need to have the resources available. I think I got to demolish all of these houses in order to build. That's not going to go down too well. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Ideally, we'd probably do with another mining camp, but just doesn't happen yet. Everybody had enough food, thankfully, so people should have full tummies. And yeah, keep grinding away, really. End of the day approval rating is nowhere. We are down at the bottom of the dumps. Nobody likes us. We've not got good approval at all. Not good, but we are also heading towards winter. So if we could get houses sorted, that'd be very optimistic and optimal, rather. So help everything out. Hopefully they're not going to take too long to knock these warehouses up. Pretty sure if we run a path in as well, it's going to help things out a little bit. Also just had a Whiskers ship turn up. So storage, this is what we're going to do here. We're going to turn this on so this only accepts berries. And I can't take any of these anyway because I've got no favors kind of thing going on. So it is what it is there. Quite tight on food. We've got 17 food and 17 food and 21 Whiskers. Not so fantastic on that front. But when he's finished building these, we'll start to implement what resource goes into what warehouse. I'm going to put cotton in here. Get quite a few pieces of cotton, actually. Probably make 2 warehouses worth of cotton. No, well, I'll go 2 warehouses worth of cotton. And I'll go 2 warehouses worth of berries. And then we should. Pretty good for berries. How are those guys looking? They're looking fine. Right, next thing is I want to get the house in here. So I think I am going to have to... Oh yeah, cool, okay. Can demolish the house from underneath. I can put that one there. Fantastic. Set that as priority. We need to get this thing built. They're in no hurry to get over here to build it, that's for sure. "36 food, 21 mice." That's okay. This one nearly done. This one's nearly done as well, actually. It would have been sensible to have that as a high priority. But they're going at it pretty well. I mean, neither of them are going to be finished in time for the next day. Ooh, maybe they will. It'll be really tight. Get one done. Hey, there we go. So one done, so there's not so many mice that are going to be without a house tonight. Actually, look at that, we get both done. Everybody gets a home tonight. And the quality has increased. We will complete this quest. I still don't want to do that one yet. I don't want to cash in on reducing our taxes. I just feel that there's going to be a time when that tax reduction is going to be greater. It's almost like worth holding on to it a little bit longer. Pretty compact over there though. Or maybe we'll build another mine after all. Mining camp. Get that down there. So we can look to expand our mining. It's constantly pushing forwards. I'm at that situation, so this is the problem now. So ideally to research I need educated mice, but I can't get educated mice because I don't have the approval rating to bring any whiskers in off the boat. So I need to up this approval rating in order to get more mice. But I'm kind of limited what I can do to up that approval rating. There's a lot of this stuff. Ooh, actually, changed my mind. I was going to say a lot of this stuff is going to be a situation of not being able to... Wait, do I have steps to this place? How did I get down here? Oh, I did. I thought I built steps down. I don't know. Don't know. Right, let's have a look, see. We'll keep this somewhat interesting. So we'll get this flax spinner weaver thing up so that we can actually weave some flax into clothing. We have also chocker on storage. Which isn't good. We are full storage. So again, another reason why we need to get researching, because we can't be full. Just can't happen. Not handy if we're full. Try and get some hold up. Okay. Yeah, we'll try and get some storage in so that we can actually do something useful. That's got those being filled up. Okay, cool. Everybody's got some. I mean, look, there's only 55 space in this, and we're already nearly full on it. That is somewhat crazy. Nobody's available to be turned into an apprentice either. So ultimately, I'd say that he can go out of that. He's not needed to be in there, so we'll pause that up. Free up another mouse that can do something. Then look to expand. Can I build on this? Potentially. Potentially. So, I've got an idea. I can't because that's the way the doorway is. Aha. I'll have to do that. So then, like, here. Because what I'm going to have to do is delete these two buildings. So close. We're only 60 points away. Yeah, I'm going to have to delete these two buildings so that I can get another house up here. There we go. That's priority, right? We've only got 3 builders anyway, so while it might be priority, they're not exactly hustling for it. What have we got here? Taxes. Ooh, taxes, taxes, taxes. So, cotton. Cotton made a good chunk of our sale. As will coal. There we are in. Boom. And that is why we like cotton farming. We'll see if we can actually get more of a cotton field in there. Also extend this one. There. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Go for that option because we'll get some food. And what we got? Mining. What are we saying? Oh no, it's camp is idle because there's no resources. That is our forager. We've got left is the flax over here. Or all the stuff over there. So what I think I'm going to do actually is pause that. Ultimately we're going to delete it as well. Yeah, they've got no resources in stock, so we'll delete that. Hopefully they get to building. There's a few things that are not built, so find the logs and do the buildy thing. That house is also built. Ah. Can I delete this house? Delete this house and build. We can. I don't want to do that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's high priority. Get to do that. There's 5 builders, so we should be able to fly through this a little bit now. Supply ship is also in. I'm feeling we go for the 3rd one along, which is quite expensive, but it does offer quite a bit of goodies, so we'll run that up and we'll get that in. Another Whiskers ship has arrived again. We can't do anything, and there's an educated fella on there. Crazy. It's exactly what we wanted.
Please, may we
Living
have better
space.
housing?
Oh, I've
This
just
new
got the
island
approval
you
as
have been
well.
entrusted by your fellow.
Probably shouldn't have accepted that approval just now, because at the end of the day, if we're not doing too great, we're going to lose approval rating. So what I've basically just done there is accepted approval rating to lose approval rating. Never said I was very clever, but it is what it is. We'll stick a bathing docks in. Yeah, we'll stick a bathing docks in just because that'll help with their whole dirty fur situation. So they've got nice wet fur. They've got nice wet fur. Obviously, they won't have dirty fur anymore. Okay, that's what was missing there. Plenty of food, plenty of resources. Super. We've got to potentially start looking at what we can do with this stone. And it's going to be industry and stone cutter. I think there is sensible, actually. Oh no, we scored well on the approval rating. Good. Okay, it's a shame that we don't have a whisker ship. We can see when the next whisker ship is, and it is today. So that is going to be great for us. Fingers crossed we're able to get some sort of educated house, because that is where our research begins. And if our research begins there, it would make sense to have a research lab somewhere tucked in. We can do it. We kind of actually want this to be near our warehouses, because they need to go to the warehouse to get goods. Do I want to put that there? I don't think I do, actually. I want to move it back a little bit. Oh, we've lost our chance. There's no educated on that boat. It's quite annoying. It is what it is at this point. It's fine. We'll deal with it as we go through. Need them to look at these corn. What are they? Cotton fields, though. And arguably, we probably need a few more farmers. Seems to be getting to a point where it's a lot of crops for just 2 of them. Hey, the knocks are in. That means that we're going to get some clean furred, dirty furred mice. We're hammering away here, so this is good. This is good for us. Super. Right, square that off nicely. A few more resources to be had there. What is next is the big question. Just planks, ultimately. We're quite compact in here. Which is both good and bad, to be fair. But we just got to keep on trying, really, getting resources in research. I mean, maybe it's a we build it, they will come kind of situation. So, would like to get 2 research labs in. That leave a gap down the side. It does, but not a very big gap. But we can do that. I need cut stone anyway, so that's not a problem. End of the day. Super duper, we've got approval. Get this path in. Incredible. Okay. This is high priority. It has to be high priority just because we can't build the school or the research lab, sorry, without cut stone, and we can't get any cut stone without the stone cutter, obviously. Do I have an apprentice kicking around? I do. Supply ship is in. We'll go for the first basic one for now. We don't really need too much. Is there? What educators have we got? Get both of them in. Cool, cool, cool. Wait, what? Yeah, nothing else needs to be built, so we might as well get those guys working in there. And when we're ready, we can look at getting some builders. That's basically what that warning is. It's like, no, you haven't got any builders. It's fine, we don't need any right now. Don't have the resources, so might as well, like I say, get the resources. The resources will then help us do the thing. All is going well, actually. You know, all is going pretty well. How do we look at tackling the rest of this island, though? Is a very good question. I don't know if I want to level it all, reclaim a bit, or what I want to do here. Also, looking at it, ooh, look at that. So, direction of the waves is the direction that pollution is going to go. And annoyingly for us, that means it's going to go straight through the whole of this island. So when it comes to basically building an industrial zone, we're going to be up against it. So I feel try and fill this all out here. There we go. That's the intention. And we'll get earthwork. That's what we're looking to do there. That's like 100 and something. Wow. Quite a lot. We're trying to plan ahead. I can get a land bridge in here. Get a land bridge in. Then hopefully we can do something about it. There's no workers. Because it needs cut stone, and obviously, we don't have any spare mice. We are expecting taxes today.
Do you remember the parable of the lazy cart and the busy beavers?
We need 84 food, so we'll accept that because this should be kind of easy to do. I think. Do have a craftsman. Where is he? He's working in there. Who was it? Muffler or Clover? Muffler. So what we've got to do is, I don't know if this is going to work. So if I boot him out, okay, that's fine. Then we go in here, put him in there, and then we can grab some students. Of course, they're all from the same guild. It's fine. We'll whip them in there, get them all educated up, and then once that guild is all happy, we'll go from there. Stocks for winter is good. We'll get logs. Still don't want to cash in on that packs yet. Not yet. It's going to get wild through the winter, that's the thing. So I need to kind of like wait for the end of winter. And my tax bill should be really high, I think. And then we'll kind of reduce it there. But for now, we'll just try and educate these mice as best as we can.
You have been entrusted.
Hmm. got a good breakdown of cash, so be okay. We'll be doing fine. A little bit of rain goes a long way. How much materials do we have?
You have been entrusted
That's
by...
a quest log, sorry. I just wanted to see what we've got. Total resources. We've got 7 woven cloaks. That's good. That is good, to be fair. So, yeah, okay. As long as people can start to get clothing, a bit more hardy for the winter, so it'll be hard wearing and last a little bit longer. Got a few berries, a few bits of cotton. Things are going well, even though our approval rating is dropping. It's the housing. People are not happy with the housing. That's fair. I will continue to move our mine camps. Push them back into the hillside, and in doing so, free up an area for building some housing. Just take quite a bit of planks, you know, we don't really want to do that. Here he is, look, tax ship. We can sell all of our trinkets. Sell all of our coal. That'll hit us really well, actually. Yeah, it will. And sell our cotton. And I kind of feel that we'll keep our cotton. Actually, let's go for a little bit more. Yeah, we'll overpay on taxes just to get a few more goodies. We will be hitting winter, so it'd be good to have a little bit of extra that we can deal with. Whiskers ship educated. That's what we need. It's only one, and it's an unsafe worker. Great. But it's what we need. I'll just take those 3. Here we go. Let's go for... Which way do we go? Should we go cut stone that way or planks? Let's go planks. Planks are something that we usually struggle to get. And now we've got... Oh, I get 2. Okay, let's go for the bars. We don't need that yet, but it's kind of planning ahead. So this is good. While we got this teacher now, it's going to be real handy for us. And they're all also going to be building a school now. Get the house down. Let them do what they need to do over here. Quite a long way to go, actually. Slow and steady wins his race on this one. What I'll try to do again as well, because this takes 2 workers, I think it is, research labs. So what I'll try to do is educate at least 1 from every guild. And then be able to go from there and hopefully share the wealth of knowledge a little bit more. Yes, it does. Where's the coordination overhead? Doesn't really say, but that's okay. Somebody's lost or stuck. Oh no. Is that because, like, this housing There is no steps to it. I didn't think there was. So how have they been getting there? Or has nobody been living there? Is that what it's been? Oh, another -10. Not good. Like wintry showers. Oh, we're looking at school. Come on. We need to survive the nights of winter. Ooh, smugglers. Yeah, it would be smugglers. No. I will get rid of all my woven clothes to avoid getting absolutely cannonballed. Should be able to reach your home. Why can't you reach your home? It's broke there. I don't know if putting a path in is going to help it. Hopefully that's better. What am I missing here then? What am I missing here? Because he can, but he can't. Interesting. So, what is it? It's a miner. One of those. One of those. No farmers available? Seriously? That surprises me. Supply ship. We'll go middle one. Something has all gone crunk here since I've put this research thing on top. So I've got to kind of remove this thing, or do I? Unsure. Unsure, to be honest, unsure. I do need a farmer though, so let's go get us a farmer. Hit the fishing dock. Boot him out of the fishing dock so that we can put him in there. Okay. I don't understand why people can't get to the houses. Have I ended up making people work overtime or something, or now he can get to his house? Okay. Pathing has gone a little bit sideways, but it's okay. It is okay. Let's get them in there. Beautiful. And then it's probably, what, another couple of days before these educators are educated. Oh, quite a few actually. However, we've got good approval. Drab surroundings though, they don't like our drab surroundings. We've got to look at some heat down here. Ooh, everybody's chilly. Stick that in there. Got a cannon over here, stick that over. Oh yeah, I don't know where I can put it. Supply ship will take some woven clothes. So that's going to be that one. Fire is burning here, but people are complaining about pollution. Surprise, surprise. few little bits. That is grand. The word on the street has it that fire helps the crops. I can't build one on top of the roof of the house. Probably good reason. It'll be a little bit crazy if we could actually build some up there. So it is quite handy that that's not the case as such. These mice need to be educated quick, and it will get them in the school. This land bridge going. Oh, we got a mouse without a house. We can't have a mouse without a house. Interestingly enough, we probably squeeze another mouse house in here, though. We can. So, if there is anybody who wants to go doing some work, they can build that house up really, really well. And that will be beneficial to us all. You'll notice that we are struggling for warehouse space yet again, though, so let's just say that'll be the first thing that we work on when we get people into these research bases. They're able to get on with that. Up our warehouse capacity. If we up our warehouse capacity, then yeah, better for us. Take more stock. Because at the minute we are fighting that balance, and as long as we've got room for food, which is kind of tight actually. Looks like I need to pause this or slow it down or something. Not entirely sure which way to go. Ooh, look at the snow. But luckily we got fires. Fires roaring away. What does that loud, clunky slam? Unsure. Ooh. Really don't know. Get those logs going, boys. Somebody been educated? Somebody has been educated. Educated farmer. Golly good. That's one. So hopefully these two won't be far behind. He's a little bit of jack of all trades, isn't he? Let's get Sprocket in there. Let's educate Sprocket. Yeah. Working hard or hardly working. Okay. Sounds like somebody else is ready. Yes, they are. There they are, so. One more in there, and one more in there, and hopefully that should push our research forwards. What are we expecting? Nothing today, supply ship tomorrow. Jolly good, jolly good. Now they are researching, or they're trying to do their best to research. Hopefully we'll be able to get through this quicker with 2 buildings than we did if we got 1. Which will then, I mean, we are speeding through it. can look to put those down anyway. Probably, oh, I don't know where. Don't really know where. There we go, small warehouse. Gosh. Let's just say for now, I want to keep it low level. Is there a pathway through there? There is a pathway through there. Not sure. Not sure. That's sensible. I mean, that's one warehouse, so it's always like another warehouse is. It's sensible to have it over here. So yeah, let's just put it there for now. Set high importance, and this can just be in any old warehouse as well. We're not going to worry about specifically what it can and can't take. I think it's important to run that through as anything so that we've got the space. Then where do we go? And by the looks of it, we want to go to the charcoal furnace because that opens up another line of stuff going down. So get the charcoal furnace sorted. You know what? Let's move this as well, which we can't do now. It's the end of the day. Ooh, another minus 24. Jeepers. If we move him, we can put him closer to the trees. It's going to be better for air travel. Super duper. Dangerously cold.
The snow has crept down from the mountains. Now he...
0 whiskers without homes. Easy enough. We've done that one. Bosh. Let's go straight away. Approval rating of 40. Get it in. There we go. That is what we are talking about. So, once we are happy, and we've got this warehouse built up, we can take some supplies. We'll take the third thing. And wow, they're researching fast. Charcoal furnace is done. Go for this ore furnace. That'll take a little bit longer at least. So the ore furnace is going to need a lot of copper ore. So I should almost build a very specific warehouse. Copper ore storage. But how much copper ore have we got? We don't have any. Oh dear. Dear oh dear. Where's our magical third building there? Let's move him over here. Less than ideal. It's a bit of a trek. Can we give him a faster path? We've got a few logs, haven't we? We will give him a faster path to his workplace. There we go. Super duper. So much for having this area dug out though, you know what I mean? I've just filled it with pathway now. Ore furnace is now also sorted. That's the important one really, that's what we want to be getting up. And I think if we put it out, it requires fuel, so we're going to need This is the situation, isn't it? We're going to need a charcoal furnace. And we're going to need an ore furnace. They're going to need to run off of a little bit of trees, a little bit of wood. So if we put the storage down here as well. Take them off of the system. Then when they're built, we can look into actually changing them to be what we need them to be. He's got plenty of room in there. He's having fun. Okay. Everybody's got a home to sleep in. People are not happy with their homes though, are they? They are not. Can I add more housing? Not very easy. Just need to move the mine camp and then we slide another house in there. Move it a little bit to the left. We should be able to potentially two houses in there. Which is going to be good for us in terms of knocking these stone buildings, these stone buildings down. Knock some stone buildings down, they get a little bit more of a fresher environment to live in. Oh, that's not what we wanted. I was hoping I could put another educated in there. I can put the educated in there instead. Not that they're doing anything at the minute, so potentially could actually pause those. Get that one in there. And he's still educating, yes. Too overeducated. Nice. Just getting a little bit lost at the minute. At that point where resources are a little bit sketchy. The number of mice that we've got is just not quite enough. We're sort of up against it a little bit. It's that balance of resources, like I said before. Trying to get it right, and it's not quite there yet. Not quite there yet at all. But we are indeed trying. I think as long as we keep trying, it's okay, it's going in the right direction, don't get me wrong. We're not flagging, it's just going to be an extremely slow process. Got the planks to do stuff, we just don't have free labour, shall we say, to do the stuff. Chilly pause. The housing is the biggest issue. It is absolutely tanking it. -30. I mean, it's not in terms of the bland food, but Can't do anything about the food just yet. I don't have the research capability. There's nothing that I can dig into. Let's go to smokery, actually. Smokery will let us do something with the fish, but it means we've got to bring them all over this way.
Our fur is not enough to hold back the winter winds.
I'll accept that. We can provide woven clothes. That is basically what we're working on. A sprocket. Only got 2 educated running at the minute. I definitely need more. Definitely need more. Or a one weaver's just not going to cut it. If any, there's the stone cutter, but I hope maybe, I was going to say maybe we could pause planks, but planks are doing what they need to do. Smokery is done so we can get slightly better fish. But at what cost? Whack this here. Pollution's going to drift forwards. So I need to get rid of these stone houses. You can get rid of those stone houses, then hopefully there won't be anybody complaining about the pollution. Do we get a whisker ship? Not for 3 days. That is quite a big deal. Really do with that, actually. Are we actually growing any flax anywhere? We're not, are we? Let's turn this top area into flax then. Not that we've, got enough farming area to do poor things. Set those 2 houses as high priority. Gives them something to work towards then. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. Have more mice that are educated is both good and bad. I need more mice over here. We don't have any of these. Okay. Can I swap you out for that? I can. And then put you in here. Good. So that'll get them working on that. Currently, I'm not researching anything. We can research that, but it's not actually going to do anything because we kind of... Ah, no, I needed that. I need those workers. Sorry. We need to build this stuff and get housing so that we can remove some of these older, more bland houses that they're not happy with. Worrying that I haven't made a single woven cloth.
Not enough to hold back the winter winds. Cloak.
That's what we're working on here. How have we not managed to make any? Are we are waiting for flags, that's why. Dum-dum over here. go for those. That gives us 5. Yes. Okay. Okay. So where there is heat, there is crops that are growing. Where can I put another farm so I can access all of this stuff? I mean, ultimately, again, there's no point in knowing where to put another farm because I just simply don't have the mice available. But also, we can now bulldoze those because they can move into there. Good. So we don't have anybody who's without a house. Doing this correctly. Got 25 living spaces, so 24 mice. Is there a house that's not got anybody in there? I can't find it. Don't know. Slow and steady mining progress. The night draws in again. More days. Oh, we get a pirate blockade first. Ooh. It's not what we need. I don't remember what it is that pirates want. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. Only -6, that's okay, we're getting in the right direction of it all. Winter ends. It's our last day of winter. Which is a good job, really. Very good job, really. We can look to move things forwards again and again and again. Getting an awful lot of stone out of these mines. Go for the second one in again. It's almost like if we load up on all this stuff. I think we'll have enough flax to build one more garment. We harvest the flax field early. So that house has also been done. Who's living in here? Nobody yet. So 1, 2. They don't want it. They don't want the house. We'll give them a little bit to realise they're homeless and then they'll move in, I hope. Maybe. Is there anyone that tells me that they're homed? Yeah, all here. Everybody is homed. Nobody is without a home, but one person is without a job. He's currently building everything. I'm okay with. Yeah, I'm okay with. The mines are also now running out. So let's pause that. So they become just general builders. And arguably we could also pause this one too. So they will also become builders. So that'll keep things moving, keep things busy. Slightly confused because they've harvested flax. Got 2 flax in their pockets. But I don't know why they haven't brought it over here. End of the days. Still -6. 8 at the warehouses, tankers for 25. Unsatisfactory. Wished for a more comfortable bathing experience. Subpar clothing. Dirty fur, dirty surrounds. Ooh, there's no pleasing some people. They don't half make things a little bit tricky for us. And then this is the pirates that we would try to avoid for as long as we could. And we've only got machinery? Are you crazy? Can somebody please transport this to the warehouse? Are we in a situation where there is no room? We are at the situation where there is no room. Oh, crumbs. That is less than ideal, but they've now moved it, so hopefully... I don't know where they've moved to. How the fire's doing. It'll top up. There we go, he's just got flax now, so yay. So hopefully we'll do this bit once they've produced this flax clothing, or woven clothing even. Be able to take off the clothes for winter, even though winter is technically over. I think quest is still able to be completed. And then once that is done, okay, there we go. Boom.
Our fur is not
We don't
enough
hit.
to
Oh, it
hold
was only
back.
approval.
You have been entrusted by your fellow Whisker.
And we've survived the winter, which means we've got more machinery. So, where does that leave us with these? Kind of nowhere. Kind of nowhere. Surely. Oh. I mean, oh, we just got there, I think. We have paid up our ransom at the cost of quite a bit, clothing and a machinery part, which we didn't want to do. So that's a bit of a pain one, but let's accept all of these straight away. Let's get our farmers all apprenticed. Jolly good. Just thinking, because if we can educate all of this lot, it helps the workers as it is, like, filter through as they get older, etc., etc. We do need more homes, a bit like, again. There we go. Oh, yeah, totally tanked approval rating. Awesome. 4 need houses. 4 houses are on the build. 4 workers. Okay. And 1 with no resources in range. So they're now going to have resources. And no food. Ooh. Just chuck them in there while we're there. Actually, food. Go for the high-end one. We might be looking at using our tax reduction on this, because this is getting pricey. It's only 144, but given that it's...
You have been entrusted by your fellow Whiskers to
turn that in. It's still expensive. It was 1,800 something. Now it's 1,701 currently. We've still got 2 more days to come. In those 2 days, we've got a smuggler and a Whisker ship. Okay. We'll see what we can do. Ah, okay. There's no resources in range for that. I will build some stairs then. Then I'll move that back down here. There's no point in being all the way up there if there's no range. I do not understand the priority on this thing. I've set this house as high priority and then done this other one next to it first. Don't know. It is what it is. I'm not here to complain too much. But it is a little bit confusing. Some fuel as well. There's fuel. And iron bars. Okay. Instead of finishing this house off now, they've got to this house as high priority. This is so confusing. I'm feeling we dismantle this mine, although I don't want to do that because we're going to lose all the resources inside. What? Let us empty this warehouse. That one's got nothing in it anyway. Awesome. Awesome, we gained some approval. So what we're going to do here is knock down this warehouse. Because there's nothing in it. I don't think we can move this, can I? I can't. Project all empty warehouse. I need the actual logistics folks to do that for us. Here's the smuggler. Hello, smuggler. You don't actually have anything, or I can't give you anything of use. I do that. There we go. Accept trade. There's 1 gold bullion that might help our taxes. Might. Also want to reject all here as well. Still 4 homeless. High priority is still not necessarily being prioritized. We are gonna hopefully get these houses by the end of the day. If we can get these houses by the end of the day, winner winner chicken dinner, or at least we're gonna get one of them. Gotta remember that those warehouses are there though. Start digging into them. One set of houses, especially. Just get an apprentice in there a bit, and we'll get some more cut stone. Super. No educated workers again. Get you in there. There we go. There we go. Just quick shuffle around of things, and job is a good one. I was hoping these stone houses would be empty by now. They do not appear to be so. It's okay. Just, it is what it is. Turn this into our home district, I guess. I delete all this up for now, and then run some more expensive houses in. Actually, delete that. There we go. Just preparing ourselves, really. Disappointed with low quality housing. There's some of the best housing that there is. I don't know what else to do.
The insects are waking up for the spring thaw.
Need 5 farm workers. That's fair. So what we've got? We've got 2, and then 2. Two. 3, 4. Let's put it there for now. Tax collector, good. We can get rid of all of our cotton. That's fine. all of our coal. The one berry that we have. And a load of logs. All my days. Which means I can then destroy this. Destroy this. Get actual warehouses in here. And turn that off and turn that off. So we can literally do cherries and berries, as it were. Let's go for that because it's food and we don't have much food at the minute. We've got whisker ship as well. Take some farmers. Take some miners. Refuse the rest because we can't actually take any more anyway. Huh. They thought a charcoal furnace was mining stuff. Never mind. Shall we take... So what are we saying in here? Copper ore, all the ores. Fuel. This is going to be a similar thing, isn't it? So if we go for... Go for logs in here. Logs. Copper ore. And the bars. You see how we get on with that. Should put 3 more mice without homes, but those homes are there should they be getting built. Nearly, there's quite a bit to be built at the minute. And food is plummeting. Food is plummeting big time. I should have been a little bit more switched on for that, actually. Can we pause? What's the situation? We don't have a lot of anything. Flax, it's currently a no-go. Because we don't have any flax, we can pause them. Unpause? Ah, it doesn't work. I was hoping if I could unpause, it would actually put the workers back into it if they were not assigned anywhere else. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that that is the way that this works. It doesn't matter. We can but hope, kind of thing. It wasn't how it was. No biggie. We will work around it. Supply ship. Take us a few bits and pieces. No food. Of course, these also don't have fuel either. A long way to go for fuel, though. Be okay until it's not. Five farm
The insects
workers.
are waking up for the spring thaw.
Super. Super. Then we can fire him. And fire him, basically. What we'll do, actually, is fire him from there. And assign him in there. Because I need a little bit of range where he covers this stuff as well. Jolly good. Three. You know what? farm some trees. As well as some flax. Okay, so his flax isn't exactly great. Can I delete that one? Then I can put some stairs down here so I can actually come down here and help these flax farmers out down here. To me, that makes a little bit of sense. I don't know. Keep on chugging on. This will pause. Actually, I want to keep it open just in case it helps. Something I need to remember to do is the way that I do fields. So that they're one field and not many fields. We are yo-yoing with our approval rating here. It's proving not tricky, but, you know, a little bit of fun.
Droughts in the southern colonies.
Reduce 34 cotton. Super easy. Oh, we've already got loads. Cool.
The southern colonies
Let's
have
up our approval rating straight away. Yeah, there we go. How's it? Why is it going good? You try to tell me that the people that we got now are just educated? They are. Wow. Move this way because it comes with a lot more machinery. And we also technically have one farmer kicking around, apparently. We do. I will take another farmer, even if he is sickly. Take him and we'll run him in the school. Straight away. You can't find any more trees. You can't find any more trees. Let's put you over here. There's plenty of trees over here. Probably not there though. We can't get past. Oh. You know what? Let's put you there. We keep on messing around too much. Now that you've ran there. There. There we go. Got to refuse the rest of these whiskers. Get them gone. See how we're getting on. We're growing nicely. Got a lot of stone. The one thing we should really look to shovel away is stone, but they're going to have their work cut out with this bridge. They're working hard. Need to turn our focus onto food a little bit more. Did I go for mushrooms? That's not what I was looking for. No, I didn't unlock mushrooms yet. Okay. So research is researching level 2 stuff. We'll just let that happen for now. And while we're closing on the end of day 30, I think this is a very good place to leave it. We've been here for 2 hours. I appreciate you hanging around, and hopefully you managed to get done what you need to get done, or you've drifted off to sleep. Who knows? And I just want to say thank you very much for hanging around. hope to see you again next time. But for now, guys, take it easy and have a beautiful time. Bye, everybody. Bye for now.